Hey guys, this show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Stop putting your online data at risk. Get protected at expressvpn.com/achievement.
You should probably go ahead and just throw up.
Hey there, welcome to Off Topic. Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Working from home? Protect your sensitive data with an extra layer of security at expressvpn.com/RTTV. You all right, Jack?
I was stretching, sorry.
Oh, okay.
What a shit show.
Let's just get it out
Hi,
there.
I'm Jack. That's Fiona, Trevor, and Michael.
Get into it.
Michael Jones, we got Jack Patillo, Trevor Collins, and Fiona Nova. All right.
I stormed my
What
way.
kind of,
How many Vizzies deep are we?
What kind of poo-poo are we talking about here?
I'm talking about all kinds of poo-poo.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. The leaky kind.
Ew.
The
the
squirty kind,
the
the bubbly
squirty
kind.
the bubbly
drips.
kind,
Ugh.
the constipation kind,
Hot snakes?
That's
the
no
kind that comes
poo-poo.
out in pebbles.
What?
Oh, rabbit
the
turds.
the rabbit
Talking about
turds.
rabbit turds, yeah.
I'm talking all kinds of poo-poo.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
What?
whatever. What?
I mean, Dead Little Roosters isn't that bad. I don't know what's wrong.
Dead
Yeah,
Little
there
it is.
Roosters is gonna be great.
It is
It is
good.
great. It's out, isn't it? Or no, it comes out.
No,
it comes out
it's
tomorrow.
out
Jack, get it.
tomorrow.
No
Wait,
joke.
sorry, we were-
super hyped for
Get
it.
a
We were-
grip.
We recorded Awu and we were talking about the first episode came out last week and it got me all mixed up. I apologize.
Well,
Time is a
don't ever
construct, Jack.
do that.
Time
again.
is a flat
Fiona,
circle.
I
Mhm.
sent the screeners to my mommy.
Did mommy like it?
I don't know if she watched it yet. It was like past her bedtime last night.
Well, let me know if she likes it.
I'll tell you this, I bet she won't figure out how to watch it.
Okay, and I, that's all I can ask is that she try.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I tried.
yeah, you tried. She tried.
Normally,
And what
normally-
else can I ask for?
this would be the kind of thing where she'd have to wait until I visited for me to help her with.
Yeah,
And she's gonna be
understandable.
waiting for a while. So in a year, maybe I'll show her how to watch the screeners after the show's
when
out.
everything is out. When everything is out. Get the screeners. Oh,
I'm excited.
man.
Jack's not Jack.
Yeah.
John.
My name is Jack.
Who am I saying?
Joan?
Who are you talking
Josh.
about?
Who are you
There's too many
talking
J's at this
about?
company.
Jack,
Let's
Joan,
just say
Josh.
it like it is. There's too many J's at this company.
Who
We
are
gotta
you
whittle this down. We got
talking
Jordan,
about?
Josh, couple Jordans. Anyway, Josh has been trickling those into my inbox over the couple months, and Barbara and I have enjoyed those DLR.
Oh, I thought he was harassing
Screeners.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
I
Yeah, it
mean,
came out of
no.
us. I was like, we should probably talk about this.
A little bit of this, a
Hey,
little bit
it's
of that.
his show.
A
It's
and
his
B.
baby. It's his show. You know.
Don't say that. Don't say that. That's the magic word for Michael.
What? What's the magic
I'm not
word?
I'm not going to say
What
it
are you talking
again.
about?
I'm not going to say
I'm
it.
not gonna say it again. I'm not gonna say it again.
Was it
What was that?
that?
What was that?
Not. What was that?
Who has a baby?
Who did that?
Anyway,
Was that you?
Anyway,
Quit.
Anyway.
Jack,
Trevor?
pipe down.
hey guys.
we
Jack needs to calm down with those
put
noises.
Trevor on the phone.
Sorry.
What?
Anyway,
Put Trevor on.
because of the
What is going
bland
on?
shit show, Fiona was talking about clawing up. I went and picked some out while you guys were playing Minecraft. I clawed up, and
Nice.
this is what I do. This is my technique now. When I go to the gas station, I usually get two 12-packs.
Mm.
I get the mango claw, which is just 12 mangoes because it's very
Same.
good flavor.
Same.
And then I buy a variety pack of Truly in
Mhm.
case I just want to experiment.
Right.
But I now also get a 24-ounce can single because I go, I'm drinking that when I get home.
That's
That's
the
like-
one. Like the big ones, the big White Claws. That's like the things you find at like a gas station.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
It's
Oh, the ones like a-
gas
it's like a
station
like a tall
kind.
boy?
It's like a Pringles can. That's just alcohol.
It's
this
big.
is the pregame. It's just two cans because they're 12 ounces. It's 24.
Can I-
It's the pregame.
Can
When
I
you know
say-
you got to get serious.
I have a story to say.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And this happened not too long ago. I mean, obviously, like last year. I don't know when, but like it happened last year. And so my friend bought Kayla. We all know Kayla.
Yes.
My
I love Kayla.
Kayla grabbed a Four Loko. I mean, I didn't even know Four Loko still existed. I thought it was illegal. But
Yeah, they came back.
like,
They
came back.
watered it down.
Yeah,
They
they
came
changed it.
back, and you know how all alcohol brands right now, they're like, we're getting into hard seltzer because it's
Yeah,
in,
they are.
Yep.
right? So Four Loko has a hard seltzer, and it was like black cherry. I don't know what the percentage of it was, and I know I'm a lightweight, but like I took a sip, maybe a sip, and I was
Sip.
drunk.
That's a big sip.
I
I'm gonna
felt-
look it up.
I
I want
felt-
to get to the bottom of this.
I felt my head. I was like, did I just get drunk off of like that one sip? It was like black cherry. It tastes like Robitussin. You know,
Oof, yucky.
Robitussin
Robitussin.
That's yucky.
did not
Yeah,
taste
that's
good.
yucky.
Yeah, it did not
Ooh.
taste good. But I was like, wow, that hit.
It's 14%.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be like
don't
sipping on wine.
know. It was
Good
yeah,
God.
but it felt
that's a whiner.
it felt worse maybe because of the
'Cause
taste.
It tasted like shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it tasted.
They got
well,
rid of
it
3 of the
tasted
locos.
like alcohol, like medication alcohol.
Ugh.
So
Just
I
drinking
was, you know-
Dimetapp
Honestly,
straight.
Fiona, are you sure you didn't
Yeah.
just did you
No,
just
it
drink
was the
Dimetapp
bottle-
by accident?
Well,
You
the
know,
thing
like,
is that the bottle was as big as those.
Was there a
White Claw
skull and
bottles.
was there a skull and
oh
crossbones
my
on the bottle?
god.
Yeah.
Was there
probably.
was there a
That's-
cap on the
that's-
top that you had to push down
Well, it
and
said
turn it to
Four
open it?
Loko, and
Was
that
there an
means the
FDA
same thing.
warning on it?
Skull and Bones and Four Loko are equal.
Did you
They-
did,
they
did
are
you
the
have to have an
same.
adult open it for
Gotcha.
you?
No.
Gotcha.
It was
And-
like it was those 12 ounce. It was the one that Mikey has. They were
24.
big.
The
24.
big
there you go.
boys.
The big boy. This is 12.
The
Yeah.
dubbers.
The big boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mentioned this before, but the trash kids that I grew up with, they used to I guess if like they couldn't afford weed, they would
Right.
just drink Robitussin. It was called Robo tripping.
Ooh.
They would
Robo-
just drink.
Wait, is
That's what
that
it was
real?
called. Yeah, they'd be like, let's Robo trip, and they would just drink
No,
an
they did
entire
not.
bottle of
That's
Robitussin.
like-
No,
Yeah.
they did
They'd
not.
drink an entire bottle of Robitussin.
No, dude.
And
Their
then they
their
would just
livers are
throw up.
Well,
probably
it's like it's basically lean.
They would just throw up.
It's lean. Like it's
It's-
the shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's only
It's
one
just-
step
it's the-
above
It's the
Jenkum.
sleepy
Like,
shit.
what-
It's
what-
the sleepy
kids-
shit, whatever's in there.
kids will do whatever they can to
Yeah.
feel not the same. Okay.
At that point, you're just
but
huffing
again,
paint.
it would,
the knocking
it would
themselves
just,
out with the choke game. Do you remember that? Where
I
they
remember
like
that.
just be
they
vomiting.
hyperventilate and then
is what-
choke each other out and then pass
Yep,
out
I
for
remember
5
that.
seconds.
No. I
Yeah.
just liked putting Elmer's glue on my hand and rubbing it together
Oh,
Okay.
to get the peel.
to get the peel. I love that
yeah,
shit.
I feel that. Yeah, no, Trevor,
Yeah.
don't knock it. That's similar to the foot peel.
Okay, I'm not
This is
knocking it.
like-
I'm just saying I didn't stick it to my hands. I did
Where
something
would
else. I
you-
would stick
you
it in my
ate it?
art box because there was a little indent down the middle,
Oh,
and then you
art
could
box.
you would color on the top of your art box, your plastic art box with your Crayolas, and you could color with different designs, and then you pour it in there, right?
Mm.
And then you let it dry, and then you peel it off, and you got it has a nice peel to it, and it picks up all the colors, and so now you have a nice color for bookmark, and you start your bookmark black market in the
Trevor,
school.
You and
You
I are
would-
not the same.
You went to college,
You're on
didn't
It's
you?
just
different
like school.
wavelengths. I was-
You're just going like this
you
with
were-
glue hands.
You were putting it as like an effective way to remove your Crayola.
I was a
thing.
child entrepreneur.
fully Just
Oh,
rubbing my
yeah.
hands together. Like
Here's,
a
okay, Fiona. Here's
weirdo.
what happened though. Like something in high school melted my brain because I started
Uh-huh.
doing glue with hands and stuff. Except I went super
Mhm.
glue, and my friend and I found out
Oh.
that super glue bonds instantly to skin, and so we would start like gluing our fingers to the desk. And we just thought it was so funny because when you peeled your hand up, you would leave your fingerprints all over everything.
Yeah.
Wait, what
And-
is it? Super glue?
Listen, I'm going to go ahead and say this quickly. Don't do
Oh.
any of what we're saying right now. Nobody do
Wait.
what we're doing. But yes, super glue.
Oh, like the really tough one, the one that could rip
Yeah.
your skin off.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tiny bottles.
Yeah,
The
small
tiny
ones.
bottles. So
Wait,
I
so
mean, I
you
guess I
took
did
off-
glue
you
on the
took-
hands. It was just
Get the flavored ones.
the
They're
next
really good.
level.
Sure, that's crazy. Maybe we
Flavored
are the
ones.
same
I mean,
to an extent.
I kind of bounced around. I was oscillating around your level, So
Right.
maybe
I love
maybe
that- I
there is
love-
something there.
I love that you went
Right.
from that to aerospace engineering. Like that
Well,
was
listen, That's an
it was-
engineer's brain,
Yeah.
man. You leave a kid
You know what?
to his own devices. He's going to learn about the world in any way he can. He's going to glue his hands to a couple desks. He's going to stick a couple markers down some glue tubes. Like it, you get some nice,
Sure.
vibrant looking glues, and and then they
glue tubes.
then they take the Crayolas out of the third grade classroom. I don't understand it, but you know what? Life is a beach.
All right. Okay. Here's a question for you. Someone threw this out the other day. What does Crayola make? Like, if you were to get something, it would be a Crayola.
Art supplies.
Crayon.
Crayon. Okay.
Markers and crayons. Yeah.
So you say crayon. See, I grew up as crowns. I was like, oh, give me a crown.
I would have made fun of you hard, dude. I wasn't even
You're
a bully.
wild.
I would have made fun of you hard.
That's what it was called. You get it like give me some.
Prawns?
Yes,
Sounds like
prawns.
a fucking disease.
That's just how you, now were they
Like a
called
crown.
that, or that was just how you pronounce
Spell it out,
crayon?
my friend.
Instead
There's
of
a Y
crayon,
in
instead of
there.
crayon, it's
Huh.
crayons. Did you say
I
it
heard-
fast?
I've- okay,
Weird.
I might
the
allow
bird?
like crayons,
like the bird.
like
I'm-
a quick.
I'm blown
not,
away.
not cranes.
No, you saying crowns?
Crowns.
Like or
It's like
crown.
CRAWNS basically, crowns, like crowns, crayons,
That's-
crayons. But like
You
with
sound like
hard-
you're, you
with some
sound like
umlauts
you're
over the
from
A.
Bon Ton with a Sucky Sack
Crawn.
House. Give me the
Well,
them
now
there
just sit
crowns. I'm
down
gonna-
now to go
Crawn.
I'm gonna
ahead.
draw me a
I'm gonna
masterpiece.
draw me crowns.
I'm gonna start
Me a
drawing
crown.
between the lines
You know,
here with my
We
crowns.
sit on the,
My crowns.
sit on the back
and
porch,
them colors.
hunting gators.
Jack
I
sitting on the
love
back
me
porch
some
drawing on the deck.
crayons in my
Yeah.
Ford.
in crayons.
In my Ford vehicle.
That's how we pronounced it.
I don't know. That's
Jack, let me
wild
get you a
to
nice
me.
box of
I'm with,
rose
I
art,
see people in
okay?
the chat. Jack, I'm with you on this one. Most
You
people
are
saying no,
not
but there's a
seeing that
few
in
people.
chat. They
There's
are
a
saying
few people
Jack
saying
is
yes.
They
dumb.
are all saying, Jack, you're old, is what I'm seeing.
Someone said.
Yeah.
Someone said.
I'm
someone
Gen
said this
10.
is-
We're all
Me and Gen
saying
10 are
crayons,
best buddies.
Jack.
This is a good one though, Jack. Someone said that's Andrew Panton level of absurd.
I'm not eating any crowns.
Yeah, I won't eat a
Man,
crayon.
Where did like the three other letters go?
Yeah.
Look,
That's-
okay,
that's how you
accents
say
happen.
it.
I
Crayons.
can understand.
Crayons.
I chopped out letters in a lot of words.
I mean, I obviously can't speak because I've obviously made many word mistakes, but I feel like there's certain words that just they are written away and that's how they sound.
Like a
Well, it's
proper
also-
And I
noun.
think crayons is how it's written out, and that's how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Well, I'm not
I mean,
gonna.
it's regional too. Like, how do you pronounce Hyundai, Fiona?
Hyundai.
Yeah, is that how you say it? Because I know
guess.
you're from Europe. Because like in Europe they say Hyundai instead of Hyundai.
Sure, I
Or
don't-
like
Yeah.
like
There is a
Mazda
Y
versus
in there too, huh?
Mazda versus Mazda. Like in you say
Jaguar.
Mazda
Or
damn near
Audi
everywhere else,
versus
and we say
well,
Mazda.
to be fair, I don't
Or-
even know cars, so all
How
of
about-
this
okay,
makes-
Fiona, how about
you
makes
say
sense to me.
car?
how about the shoes with the 3 stripes on them? What are those?
Adidas?
Okay, so you say Adidas. It's Adidas in most other countries. It's l-
Most. Yeah.
Literally.
Adidas.
No, I know. I'm just.
Adid-
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
well, yes.
Like there's regional
Look, but-
dialects. You say that it's
Well,
the
it's
same
like-
words
it's like-
pronounced differently.
It's like how I say aunts, and people are like ants, like the
Yeah.
insect.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
aunt's probably right. I've been trying to say aunt more because it's just ant doesn't make sense.
Well, no, that's an insect.
Just it is an insect. No,
That's
you're
a
right.
bug.
You're right. It's a bug.
What do you-
I still waffle back and forth. I really try to say aunt, and it
Mm.
slips through. 'cause I'm
Michael-
like, that
Michael,
Yeah,
what do you
what's up?
call the big trucks that drag stuff behind them? Like you'd see it like a grocery store or something that's delivering things. What do you call those?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Are you talking about like
in
with
Texas
a lot
we
of
call it-
wheels on it?
Well, yeah, the one with a lot of wheels on them.
8-wheelers?
No more
Well,
wheels.
a few more than that, but
12.
It's like 16.
it's
16 wheeler,
18 wheelers is what
18
they are.
wheeler, something like that. Yeah, an 18 wheeler.
18?
Yeah.
They got a lot. They got a lot of baby ones. Why?
But-
What else?
What would
Because,
you
like,
call it?
Like, I mean, I call them an 18-wheeler in Texas, but apparently, like, I thought the New England area they were something different. They would call them like I
I
forget
say
what they call them.
semi-truck.
Yeah, semis.
Semis.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard both constantly.
Even though
I
it's
don't
definitely
know.
full truck. Like,
Right.
It's-
It's more than a truck.
it's more truck.
How do
Well-
you call like a pickup truck a truck, and you call that
Yeah.
thing
Right.
a semi? That don't make no sense.
So anyway,
Oh, I guess in England they'd
words.
call them lorries.
Aluminium.
lorries.
No one cares about England. Okay?
Aluminum.
Here's the one thing I'll give them.
Utes.
Right?
Aluminium.
Well, they say a lot of weird things, and the words are just different. One thing that I will
Aluminium.
say, that's it. We fucked it up.
And
All
we-
the letters are there, and
Aluminium.
we ignore all of them. Aluminum makes no sense if you're looking at all the letters.
Well, there
It
is
just
two
doesn't
different
make sense.
spellings.
Aluminium.
Is there?
Yeah, there is.
Oh.
No, Alu is
I-
the show we do on Achievement Hunter, where you talk
That's
about
the
every.
s- I
everything
think
they
feel
say.
like we lost
pronounced
out on that
every
one.
single letter.
I feel like we should have went with.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Aluminum and
I feel like we should have
No,
went
you
with
guys just do something
aluminium.
weird with the U, but
We just take out the
No,
I
it's-
at the end.
Yeah.
It's
Ah.
aluminum or minium
Yeah.
is the difference.
aluminium.
You're adding an M in
Aluminium.
there.
Well, that's the French.
Aluminium.
You're doing like the French thing.
Oh.
No, I don't know what I'm
Okay,
doing
no.
anymore.
No, it's not.
now
Guys,
I
it's
now I
simple.
now I
You
She's
don't know
lost
what
it
the
now.
word is.
You're saying yum 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 yum.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
If I would like some aluminium foil, please.
Just LM.
Just say, give me the shiny stuff.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
just
you
gonna
peck at
say,
it
give
like
me
a
the
bird.
crinkly, shiny stuff that cuts you sometimes.
It looks like cut. That's what I. Don't touch it, don't touch
hurts
it.
when you
Don't
touch
grab it. You pick up aluminum
You
like
just
this.
grab a mouthful of it and it's.
It hurts when you touch it.
Yeah, the idea of putting it in your mouth that's nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, don't even.
Like
Chewing it like
people will
like
chew
bubble
it.
gum?
Yeah, people will chew it.
Mm.
Chomp, chomp.
People will. Ugh.
I chew a lot
Who's
of
out here
things.
like optionally? I'm gonna chew on some foil.
I don't know. Same people ripping their fingerprints off, Trevor.
Hey, that's not true. I know that
Okay.
for a fact. I've only chewed on foil twice in my life. Okay.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by DoorDash. You want Chinese? They want pizza, and someone is craving froyo. Well, good news. There's something for everyone on DoorDash. It's DoorDash. Have you not heard of DoorDash? DoorDash is the app that brings the food you're craving right now, right to your door, which is presumably where you are if you're ordering it. Many of your local favorite restaurants are still open for delivery. Just open the DoorDash app, select your favorite eatery, and your food will be left at your door, contact free. With over 300,000 partners in the US, Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can support your local go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Chipotle, Wendy's, and the Cheesecake Factory. Right now, our listeners can get $5 off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code OFFTOPIC. That's $5 off and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code OFFTOPIC. Don't forget that code. It's Off Topic for $5 off your first order with DoorDash. What's going on here? We had like 2.5 weeks.
This
since
is
the last
melt
Off
week,
Topic.
okay?
Yeah, well, not only is it melt week, but the last one we filmed was before Christmas.
Yeah.
Was it the
We had to
Barnyard?
Wow.
pre-tape. We had to pre-tape them
That
It's
was
been a-
Barnyard.
for that. And
It's a weird ass
Also-
week already.
Oh my God.
Barnyard.
It is an
you kept
ass
saying
week,
it. I didn't know
that's
what
true.
the hell you were talking about. And then I
Michael,
remembered. Oh, right, we were
hold
talking
on.
about
You-
Barnyards.
So you remember we were talking about back at the Barnyard, okay?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Tell me
Kevin
why.
James.
Tell me why there's a meme about back in the Barnyard this week. Like
Probably
this
because
last
of us,
week.
you know, had to be.
Back
Right?
in the
Isn't that
Barnyard?
it has to be us? Isn't that crazy that we brought it, we talked about it,
Has to
and
be
now there's a
us.
meme?
What's the meme?
The meme is so there's a I don't know if it's back at the Barnyard the show or Barnyard the movie, but there's a scene where there's a mailman and he's delivering the mail, and in the back there's the cow. You know, this the cow. I forgot the name. Whatever, it's
Sure.
the cow, and he's
Milky.
and he's he's being a cow, just chilling, and then the
Mhm.
mailman turns around, doesn't pay attention to the cow, and then now it's like this big tittied anime waifu, like
What?
photoshopped on it.
Uh-huh.
And then
You
the
have my
mailman
interest?
turns back, and he's back to being a cow. And that was the meme.
And we did that.
That's
I
a
don't know if we
meme.
did that, but I'm telling
just
you,
take
like, it's
credit for it.
crazy to me that we were talking about back at the Barnyard, and then a week after, this meme comes up.
Well, what was your version of Back in the Barnyard? If it
What do you
wasn't
mean?
Big Titty
Well,
Cowgirl
no.
or whatever
Well, no,
it
no,
was.
Back in the
Oh.
Barnyard is it was a movie.
It's a show.
Or it was,
Well, it's a
was a
movie. It was a
movie
movie,
and then a
and then
show.
turned into a spin-off series.
Oh.
Fiona
Yeah.
was talking about it, and we had a long Barnyard conversation. And then we went from there to Paul Blart. We don't need to rehash it.
We don't need to
Audience
rehash
This
it.
is
watched
we'll do a
it.
meme breakdown when this just internet comes back because
Yeah,
I
I
need
mean-
that. I don't know what's going on here.
I
The
just
meme
like
chart.
How?
Yeah, no, it just was funny that we were talking about back at the Barnyard, and then a week
Is it-
later a meme pops up.
Is it one of those things where you're like, oh, I'm gonna like, I bought a new car, like I bought a Mustang, and now all I see are Mustangs on the road? Is it something like that where now that you're looking for it, you're seeing it everywhere?
No,
Has the Barnyard
I-
meme always been around, and maybe you just now are
maybe it
recognizing
has
it?
later on, maybe like before, but this was new. This was like a new thing.
I'm gonna guess it was new because the whole thing about the Barnyard conversation was how much Fiona loved it,
Yeah.
and so I feel like she would have been aware of a Barnyard meme.
I would
It
have been
at
aware,
the
like,
top of her list. She would have
yeah.
ran in saying, "Check out this Barnyard meme." I don't even
Yeah.
remember how it came up. We weren't talking about Barnyard, and you
Mm.
said, "You talking about Barnyard?" And then we were like, the hell are you
Yeah,
talking
what the-
about?" And
yeah,
that's how we got on the
exactly.
topic. I don't even remember how we got there.
I don't know,
Kevin's
and we don't
James
need
was
to remember.
discussed, and we never will.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm okay with it. Are you?
Oh yeah, you got is that a witch cup there, Trevor?
Yes, sir.
Dialed in. You saw me. You saw me.
You came
zooming
right
in
for
hands.
it, man.
Yeah.
Trevor,
I
you,
like
you
Hang
were-
on. Fast food. Let me track it. Yep. Which
I have so many Rudy's and Witch cups.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that they use like reusable cups. I've been using this one for years.
Do you
I
ever
haven't been
remember
back
to bring them
Witch in
back,
so
though?
long.
Oh no, I don't do that.
Yeah, like
What?
Rudy's like, oh, bring it
No,
back, you get
God,
10%
no.
off your drink, and then it's like I always forget, and then I have another one, and now
I
I've
forget,
got
but
400.
also I remember
I probably
hygiene.
wouldn't.
Like
Right.
I'm not gonna use a cup and then be like, I've got this old dusty cup. I'm gonna bring this back to the place and get 10% off. And
I mean, you wash it and take it with.
Yeah.
yeah,
You can
I
wash
wash it, Jack. You wash it.
I see what he's saying.
People don't.
Trevor doesn't trust the random customer coming back with cups. What are they bringing into this
If
establishment?
2020
is
has
what he's
reaffirmed
saying.
anything to me, it's that I can't trust people with germs.
I mean,
at all.
if anything, I would trust myself with my cup. I know where my cup has been.
Jack,
I know
they're
I've
coming
gone
to
to
the
my
flaps.
cup.
They're coming
He
to
just
the
doesn't
soda
like-
nozzles.
He just doesn't like the idea that
That
Rudy's is
doesn't
asking
change if
people
you
to
get a
bring
new
their cups
cup.
back. I mean, that's also
Disgusting.
true. That's also true. If the dirty cups are making the nozzles
Yeah.
Jack,
dirty, your
I'm
new
saying
cup's
as a
gonna get dirty.
policy, they shouldn't allow
They
cups from outside the place into the
You're-
place.
you're-
Then it's
they
a
just should-
non-issue.
They shouldn't allow cups. They
Shut
should.
it
You should just
down.
put your head underneath the nozzle and just
Now
get
we're-
soda
now
right
we're
out of the
thinking.
thing.
as
Boom.
clean as you can get. That's sanitary,
Yeah,
right? Just
no, makes
wrap
sense.
your
To the
lips
source?
around that. you
Makes
know?
sense.
yeah.
Glug glug.
Oh my god. Hey, yeah. So everything's a shit show right now, you guys.
Yeah.
We
Did you,
stopped.
like-
We stopped streaming yesterday because of all the chaos that went on. And hey, we're going to talk about it because
Well,
why not? Let's get into it.
I mean, it's you can't ignore it.
Let's
It
talk
is.
No.
about the
I mean,
racism.
like, okay. Right now, I'll go ahead and say there's a lot of people like I come to you for entertainment and
Sure.
and you know I want to escape what I'm thinking.
Sure.
I get that. At the same time, we can't escape it. I mean, I mean, like that. You're asking us to ignore what's going on in this country, and to me,
in our own government, in our
Yeah.
Capitol building.
yeah, this is too big to ignore or to
Can
try to be
I-
like, oh, we're gonna get past it. Oh yes, Fiona, please
Can
go
I say
ahead.
a little? I just want to say a little story
Go for
Please.
it.
about
time.
how I kind of grew up in a weird way, and politics wasn't really something that was discussed in my family, especially since everyone was from everywhere and we didn't really know what politics to discuss. Do we talk about French politics? Do we talk about Italian politics? We don't know.
Sure.
Okay? But
Italian.
and then or American politics, because I am an American now, and so it's like to me, I guess politics was just never a thing, and I had that privilege just to be like, I could just tune out politics and not really think about it, yada yada. My parents are a little, my family's a little middle class, so I didn't really have that much to worry about, and I just grew up not really needing or feeling the need to involve myself in it. And as a 24-year-old Black woman, let me tell you, I cannot ignore it anymore. And I think it shows how someone who is super unaware of politics, I learned so much in the past, I mean, since 2016, I'll be honest, but like I had to teach myself and had to learn so much about what this country actually is and how it's being run and everything. And it just comes to show that there's no way of just ignoring it now. If it's happening, it's happening, and you got to keep your eyes on it, and you can't just distract yourself because it's
Right.
so fucking real.
Yeah.
It's
It
so
ain't going
real that
anywhere. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's-
go anywhere just
There's
because you look
also-
for
Not going
distraction. And sorry, Michael, but just real quick, because I'm seeing people in the chat say like, "Oh, great, a political off." You're missing the fucking point, man.
Yeah.
Like you're missing the fucking point. This is like Jack is saying it. Like this isn't just talking about politics like we would pre 2015 or whatever, where you have opinions, whatever. Like I get it. I fucking get that. Okay, I understand it. But this is a huge thing. Okay, there are people running into the Capitol building. This is totally different. There are riots in the street throughout the last year. We've all been in a global pandemic and lockdown. Tensions are high. We're more divisive than ever. Okay, this just isn't politics. Like, I understand wanting to come to a safe place and being able to have some entertainment, but this is our lives too. We're all in this. This is our government. And if you're not in this country, if this is not directly related to you, I understand that. But this would be close to like ignoring a civil war going on, or if World War III were going on, and for us to point it out and say, man, this is terrible, and for you to say, oh, can't believe you got political, like that's what we're talking about here. Okay, so like, so please understand, like we hear you, we understand that part, but like Fiona's point is exactly on point, because I come up with a slightly different background, but I understand exactly what she's saying. We just don't have the privilege to ignore anymore.
There's no none of that, and also like, where's my safe space? Like, as just a Black woman, where's my safe space? Why is it that everyone else can have a safe space except, BIPOC? Like, so like seriously, like why does everyone other than BIPOC have a safe space?
Yeah.
Like, I can't distract myself. I literally do not have the privilege to distract myself from these events, because it literally affects me. It affects my family. It affects people that I care for. How can I distract myself from that? I can't, because it's full blown. What we saw yesterday was white privilege, and we can dive into that, but it was just full blown racism that we saw, and it blew my mind. So I don't know. You can't ignore that.
If you don't understand the difference between what happened yesterday and the people that were there and how they were treated versus how like the Black Lives Matter protests were treated, I mean, it's night and day. I mean,
remember when what would they have? Was it the National Guard, or what leg of the military when they had them lined on the steps?
National Guard.
And it's like, and then it's like, no. I mean for protests.
Oh, excuse me. You're right.
For the BLM protests prior to this, it was all, better fucking not. Everyone's gonna go to jail. We're gonna fuck you up. Look at all these soldiers, like uniformed soldiers. And then cut to yesterday, and they're just going like, there's plenty of videos of like people pushing back. There's people moving. There's people moving fences.
They were moving the fences.
They're just letting them walk around the building, and it's like, what the fuck? And there were people taking pictures with people. Like, there were
not just people with police. Just say it like it is, man. They're out there taking selfies with policemen.
I'm saying they weren't taking selfies with the police. The police were taking selfies with them.
Oh, Jesus, man.
It makes no
it's fucking crazy. And then they were helping them out.
Which blew my mind.
By the way, literally terrorists.
Yep.
Treason by definition.
You had people, and like, here's the thing, right? People use a lot of buzzwords. They use a lot of like, I'm gonna go to the full extreme. You had people storming the Capitol during the certification of the Electoral College for the next president of the United States. Every senator, the standing vice president, the next vice president in the building, you had people storming this building in order to disrupt, halt, whatever, this process, breaking windows, like attacking people, smashing. That's fucking terrorism because their fucking party lost the election. That's it. That was the motive. There was nothing else.
There's no comparison between what you're explaining and people like not protesting for equality in their own lives.
There was no
comparison.
There was no cause except conspiracy theories, and people aren't happy. That's it.
They didn't like it.
I don't like this.
I don't like this. This is not the America I grew up in.
Then
you weren't fucking reading a history book if you're saying that. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
The president firing off tweet after tweet saying like, I get it, but I guess don't do it. They finally, hours later, goad him into making a video. The video, he says, I love you and you're special?
Yep.
What?
Come on!
To the terrorists?
This is what Stand By leads to.
This isn't politics. It's fucking insanity. That's not like, all right, guys, enough politics. a fucking mob of terrorists stormed the Capitol building and just were like, we're going to stop the election.
Right.
And then, mind you, they didn't stop shit. They didn't
No.
fucking do anything.
They actually helped. Like, I'll be honest, they actually made people realize, oh no, this is a problem. So they didn't
made
do
Congress
anything.
people change their position.
They didn't even do anything.
Hey, not Ted Cruz.
Well, that guy can suck an
Stuck
ass.
to his gun.
If you listen to what he's saying, if you listen to what he's saying, listen, I'm going to get deep into it now. He's sitting there going, there's a 39 or whatever, 39% of the country believes that the election was stolen. That's the reality they're living. I'm sorry, reality doesn't work that way, okay?
Also,
I don't get to believe the earth is flat, therefore you have to acquiesce to that belief, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You need to inform and educate. Also, that's what you call a minority of the population.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody won 39% of the popular vote, you don't say 39% of the country, that's their president. So they need to have that reality. Like,
the people believe that because you keep saying it.
Exactly.
You're the one that keeps saying it.
This
you
is,
and the
this is giving me the liquid shits. I'm telling you.
A lot of people believe this because you
liquid
won't shut the
shits
fuck
right
up
now.
about it, you fucking idiot.
Liquid shits.
I'm strapping my diaper on hard.
Fucking Mitt Romney up there.
Jack, calm us down. We're just kids.
No. It's I mean, honestly, I appreciate this so much because like so many I've been speaking in somewhat of a political fashion for a long time, and so many times people are like, this is not the place for it. It's not the place for it. And it's like, you know what? We don't talk about that, and we hit this point. You need to pay attention to what's going on in your country. I don't care how old you are. If you're in high school right now, if you can't vote right now, you should still be paying attention to what's going on. You need to educate yourself about what's going on in your country and not just get your news from fucking Facebook. That's what drives me nuts is so many people. I have relatives that are in agreement with the shit that's going on right now, and it drives me fucking crazy. And it's just like talking to a brick wall, and you have to open your mind up and have to be able to get facts from different places. I see people saying like, well, what happened yesterday was a tragedy. A woman was killed. No, a terrorist was killed as she was storming the Capitol. It sucks and it's bad. What do you expect? I mean, if I rushed government property right now, 100% I would get shot. If I jumped the fence at the White House and ran for it, you would get shot. And rightfully so, because it's illegal. What you did was illegal. And people like, oh, well, it's such a tragedy. It's like, everything that led up to that point was a tragedy. It's unfortunate that there were casualties. 4 people died yesterday in the situation. It didn't have to happen, but people who thought they could change something. Well, I mean, I don't know. What was their end goal? They made it inside. What did they think they could do?
There was a video of someone from DC who was like at the rally, he's a colored man, and he's just like telling us, like, he's just there and he's explaining, and he's like, these people have no idea why they're here. Like, they literally, like, they don't know what they want anymore. That's like why, and that's what really blows my mind is just, and they're going into a government. They think it's like a public space. It's not a public space, especially when they're doing something very important at the moment. They were jumping in, they were breaking windows, they were jumping into private property, and they didn't expect to get shot at.
Yeah.
Like, or just like any kind of repercussion to happen.
And honestly, for the most part, it didn't.
And it
didn't. Like again, people were killed, but it ended, and the fucking police were walking people out. They were walking them or holding their hands, walking them down the steps. What the hell is happening?
What is even happening? And also, you can see how to them it's social, that the way they get their news is through social media. Just like what going back to Jack's point, the way they get their news is literally from social media, because you see how immediately when they're inside, they start taking fucking Instagram pictures.
Yep.
For their socials. Like, the whole thing is a social, like, for social media. They have no understanding of why they did any of this.
No. And that's
nothing there.
That's the terrifying thing, is people don't understand the size and the enormity of this. Like, seeing a man walking around the Capitol holding a Confederate flag, like, that to me, it's like, that's the biggest fuck
Confederate flag and Auschwitz. There's a dude that had a hoodie with Camp Auschwitz on it.
Yeah. And so, I mean,
what
and
world are you in?
and that being said, all of this, that being said, President Trump was the person who literally that morning said, this has all been stolen from you. I love you. You're special. He has blood on his hands right now is what it comes down to. And if you voted for Trump, you should really think about where you're standing right now and look at the country and look at where we are. And if you think you did the right thing by voting for him, and you understand that you are in some fashion responsible for what happened yesterday,
I think
because you're helping you allow this guy. If you're not outright speaking against this man right now and against what's going on, I think you have some form of responsibility of what's happening.
This isn't partisan. This isn't party and party. This is America. Like this is the way we expect this country to be, and the way the country we want to have and continue to have. That's what we're talking about.
Let me qualify that a little bit. If you voted for him in 2016 and you now regret that, okay, I'm with you on that. But if you voted for him now and you still think what is going on right now is right and correct, and what happened yesterday was good for the country, go fuck right off, because it's ridiculous. And if you don't see that, I don't know how to help you.
I think, and again, people's perspective, I think we're all on the same page here, but not happy about 2016 of like, great, this is going to be a shit show. Didn't think it would be this. You know what I mean? Like, again, I was just going to say the same thing before you said it, of like, maybe you voted for Trump in 2016 for like, you really, whatever reason, right? You thought he was going to be the best candidate. If now still, I mean, it'd be a little bit before fucking yesterday, it should have kind of dawned on you.
Yep.
But if now, today, 2 weeks before the end of his presidency, you're still going, well, look, he's my guy. You have issues. There's something
then
crazy.
There's no salvation.
It's crazy. And the thing about it is, it's such a cult. It really is a cult. Like these specific people, because as they run into the Capitol building as terrorists trying to overturn or hold up or, literally steal the election. Again, it's cult. It's a cult. He's like, they stole the election from me. So he's getting you to steal the election. He wants you to steal the election that he lost by saying they stole it. Like, it's the stupidest mind game ever. Yeah. And his base just eats it up. But it's just like these people running in going, we're patriots. We're the only ones fighting for America. It's like, what?
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of responsibility too beyond people. And I'm the more I think about it, the more incredibly frustrated I am by social media in general. And I'm going to just kind of take a step back out of the arena that we're in right now and kind of speak more broadly. Like, if you find yourself very active, whether it's in the political space or I'll just pick the scientific space. Like I do that myself. Whatever space you find that you're in and you're interested in, it's okay to follow all of that stuff, but you have to understand that social media, you might have recognized years ago when Instagram and Twitter and maybe even Facebook, your timelines are no longer in chronological order, because what it is, it's curated. Your experience, your world is being curated more and more, and it's gone through all the social media. And on one hand, that makes a great product, right? As a consumer, you get direct advertising to things that you're interested already. You get suggested people that you might like, and so you get exposure to things that you're going to like. But the other side of that coin, and that we need to all just actually recognize, is that it leaves you in a bubble. And when you grow up in that bubble, because I'm speaking as somebody who grew up in the cusp of that bubble forming on social media, as somebody in my youth who didn't really find comfort in social media. I thought it was a bit strange how Facebook came out just straight out of the woodwork asking for all this information, and people just gave it willingly. You're in a bubble. And so now we're seeing these people who think that they are 100% right. They are marching on Capitol Hill because they think everybody and their mom is like with them, because that is all they see. And I see the same thing. I only see my own opinions reflected back at me. And so I can't help but think like, maybe I guess I'm right. And I'm not talking about, once again, not this specific instance. There's a morality issue here, and there is no right or wrong. There is no, opinions here. There is a right and there is a wrong. But just generally speaking, when it comes to social media, we have to recognize that we are all in bubbles, and it is skewing our mentality and the way we assess things. It is increasing the divide, and people like Donald Trump who aggravate that and antagonize, take advantage of that. And I don't know what that means. I don't know how that changes what we're all doing here, or how you hearing this now, like how this changes how you think. But I think, like, we need to hold ourselves and the platforms we use, our politicians, like, we need to think of this. We need to, like, hold ourselves accountable in all of these different ways, because it is way more complex, in some of these, like, precursor things. Obviously, the symptoms, the inequality, that's just simple, man. Like, people are people are people. There is no opinion there. There is no room for like difference. Okay, like that. There's no conversation there. But I don't know. I'm just venting now. But
I agree. I mean, it's just like, yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
This shit's stupid. I think it's
It's
stupid.
goofy, man.
And also, I mean, it's stupid. And it's just like, I had a lot of points while you guys were talking. I was thinking of things to say, but then I forgot because, Vizzy. And the thing is that, like,
Vizzy makes your head fizzy.
Vizzy makes me fizzy, whatever. Here's the thing. I just think I forgot what I said. Whatever.
I mean, when it comes
back
down
around,
to it,
just bust in.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of people, again, I get the people are like, I come to you to escape this stuff, and I come to you for my entertainment, and I get that. I love you. I support you. But at the same time, we are humans. We're not just dancing monkeys that are here to make you laugh. Like, we do have thoughts and feelings, and we do have passions, and we do know when things are important. And I'm going to use my platform personally to promote things like voting. And when I see things going bad in my country, I'm going to say something about it. And the fact that we can say this stuff on a podcast means a lot for our company. And we do have support from people within the company, and no one stepped in and said, don't talk about this. Like, no one's done anything like that. So I see a lot of people like, oh, well, AT&T's not gonna allow them. Like, anyway, go, please take it away, Fiona.
I remember what I wanted to say. I believe that people need to keep an open mind about things. Which is what I say a lot of the time, because I feel like it goes back into the conversation that Trevor's saying. Like, there is definitely a right and there is definitely a wrong here. Like, there isn't there's no gray area of, oh, we don't know. Like, there's wrong and then there's right here. Specifically, that's what I see. And I feel like if a Republic, and I'm you see, the thing is, like, I'm not, like, I don't hate anyone. I'm not angry at, I mean, I am angry at a lot of people, but, like, I'm not angry at a specific group of people. But, like, if someone came to me and explained their side of things, I'm someone who's so open-minded that I would try to understand how the other person sees things.
Yeah, it's empathy.
And and it's just like, I understand people act differently depending on how they are, how they've been brought up and everything. And it's just having that, just trying to understand other people's struggles, even if they're not your own, even if maybe yours are worse than the others, but just trying to understand people's struggles and keeping an open mind. And I feel like I'll be honest, like, if a Republican came to me and explained to me why it's great to be a Republican, they can I fully believe they can convince me. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, like, I have an open mind to understand both sides of the story, but this is insane.
Yep.
There's no sides to pick. Like you shouldn't be picking a side. You should be on the right side now. There's no more gray area here. Like, this isn't up for debate. What we saw yesterday was, I mean, again, like, I said it on Twitter, but constantly Black people are reminded that we're just less than a white person, you know what I mean? And it's tiring, it's sickening, and you shouldn't be okay with that. That makes no sense for you to just be okay with that. So that's why it's important to be involved in your political, just the politics of your country, because again, we move into this right or wrong. Yes, Jack. Sorry.
Okay, just to sort of
well said.
Yeah, absolutely, Fiona. I love you, and she's leaving.
She's getting another visit.
She's getting busy.
I've seen some people saying, like, well, what does race have to do with anything with all of what's going on right now? let me explain a little bit. It's as easy as saying, look at the faces and the skin tone of the people who were doing what they did yesterday, and then look at the Black Lives Matter protests and look at the response for each one, and how it was talked about, how it was described, and that right there immediately. I mean, just the stark difference in how people were treated and how the situation was handled versus a bunch of white people coming after literally attacking our Capitol. And the fact that only one person was shot and killed, the 3 others died due to medical conditions. That sucks. But the amount of violence that happened to the terrorists that were attacking the Capitol versus the protesters that were protesting Black Lives Matter, that's racism. That's where it comes down to. That's that stark difference and contrast in between the how situations were handled. That's your racism. That's inherent racism right there. So, because I know a lot of people might be thinking like, I don't get it. What, they weren't attacking. That's where it's coming from.
And honestly, I think there's people that refuse to accept that, right?
Yeah.
They'll go, no, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. But I think there's a lot of people, like Trevor was saying, that are just in a bubble and they don't think about that, right? If you don't have an open mind, it's easy to watch what happened yesterday, even if you have a problem with it, and say, what does that have to do with race? But like, yeah, it's just like put it in perspective. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's crazy. Where was the tear gas? Where were the riot? Like, was the riot squad? Where were the rubber bullets?
Yeah.
Where was the mace
National
hoses?
Guard?
Like, where was
the
everything?
military?
It just wasn't there.
It wasn't there, but it was there for the BLM protests. And then I get this comparison to like, the BLM obviously has its message. They are doing this for a rightful cause. And the thing is that they compare it to, well, they, at least they didn't burn down a Target.
See, that's what you call a straw man argument.
I'm like,
Yeah.
We're getting lost in the straw man argument because
yeah, exactly. You're getting too much into the detail because there are like thousands. There's thousands, 2,000 fucking Targets in this goddamn country. Please, come on. It's like not even a lot. Like them burning down a Target is nothing compared to a group of a mob going in and destroying going in and literally taking pictures of government
emails
documents
and stuff. Yeah,
emails, documents. Like,
this
how
isn't
can
to
that
say,
even
by the
be
way,
comparable?
that burning a Target is okay, but I'm
It's
agree
not okay,
just to
and
be
there's
super
things-
clear.
There's
but, like,
things that
but you're
obviously
right.
were
Totally
happened
different.
for it to get to that point.
Mhm.
It wasn't a thing that was like, yeah, we're just gonna burn a Target right now. Like there was things that happened to get to that point. It's the fact that we keep on comparing it to these burning of the Targets and the stuff when these people came in and there was a message behind it. What message was there in this one? I see no message. Like I don't know. Like I see no message.
Yep.
There's nothing.
I mean, again, because if you follow fact and logic, there isn't one.
Yep.
It's just either, like you said, people that just got swept up in it and we're like, we're gonna do it. Why?
Yeah.
And then
Because we're gonna do it.
and
Or
then
just people that
June-
believe insane fringe conspiracy theories. That's it.
Yeah, and then like in June, people were like they were fully like blinded and maimed and killed. Like during all of that, like people did not. Like, a lot of people, even allies, like white people were killed and blinded and maimed. I mean, everyone who was just protesting, even peacefully. And it's like this was not a peaceful protest. It was an attack, and so and 4 people unfortunately got hurt. But I mean, to compare these two things, it's not even comparable.
Not even close. There's
not
no
even-
comparison to we lost the election fairly, so we're going to raid the Capitol building, and an incident, unfortunately, where there's a debate over someone using a fake $20 bill, and a cop kneels on a man's neck, and that man dies. Like there is no comparison. Especially when there is a pattern of this behavior.
Which again, right? It's not.
Which was at the
It wasn't
root.
that
Not
one
the-
instance.
the one
It's
instance.
everything.
Yeah.
It's everything that a black person has to deal with daily.
I didn't want to. I don't want to be seen as like the white guy is going to explain racism. I'm just trying to. Hopefully, some people don't get where that's
I'll
at.
explain racism.
You stepped away. You stepped away to get another drink.
I stepped away for 10 seconds. You want me to explain? I'll explain.
No, Fiona, you're welcome to speak your mind. I'm not going to stop you. You are amazing, and I'm so happy you're here.
Did you step away to get another Vizzy?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I guess.
This is my second one.
Which one is it?
The second one. This is my
Fiona,
second one.
you've got good like Kate McKinnon from the female Ghostbusters movie look going right now, and I'm for it. You look you're so awesome.
No, oh right.
Your hair.
Thanks.
Your hair and the glasses.
Did you not know what he meant?
Like,
no,
you're looking solid.
I love Kate McKinnon though.
She's fantastic.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Purple. Throw some bedding on a bunch of different mattresses, and sure, they all look the same, pillows included, but peel away the layers, look at what's inside, and you'll see they aren't all created equal. And that's what makes every Purple mattress and Purple pillow unlike anything you've ever slept on. The secret to Purple is the Purple Grid, a patented comfort technology that instantly adapts to your body's natural shape and sleep style. Purple is for everybody, no matter how you sleep. With over 1,800 open air channels designed to neutralize body heat, Purple provides a cooling effect other mattresses can't replicate. But this cutting-edge technology doesn't stop with the mattresses. Every Purple pillow is engineered with the Grid for total head and neck support and absolute airflow, so you're always on the cool side of the pillow. Purple's proprietary technology has been innovating comfort for over 15 years, and I can really feel it when I wake up. I have a Purple pillow. Let me tell you, this is the nicest pillow that I've ever owned. Also, super cool to squish. You get the Grid. It's like a squishy space age technology. It is, no joke, the comfiest pillow I've ever slept on. In fact, this is turning into a pillow, a Purple household. I got a second pillow for Lindsay because they kept taking my pillow. And then we were telling her parents about how much we like the Purple pillow. They went and picked us up the Purple seat cushions because we're sitting in our seats all day working from home, and now we got this nice Purple cush on our tush. You can try every I'm lower in the shot now, but don't worry about it. You can try every Purple product risk-free with free shipping and returns, and Purple has financing available. How does 0% APR for qualified customers sounds pretty good. Experience the Purple Grid and you'll sleep like never before. Go to purple.com/offtopic and use promo code offtopic for a limited time. You'll get 10% off any order of $200 or more. That's purple.com/offtopic. Promo code offtopic for 10% off any order of $200 or more. Terms apply.
I love her. But yeah, man,
Anyway,
what a shit.
sorry.
Hold on, I have something to show.
Sorry, I didn't mean to deflect. I was
Show something. And by the
she's got
way,
something.
just so it
Jack,
doesn't
now that
sound like
she's
I'm
gone again, Jack, shut the fuck up.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was vague when I
apologize.
gave my compare. I do want to draw. It's George Floyd was the man. I'm not being vague
Yes.
about this.
Yeah,
I just want to go ahead
not-
and name drop and like be very clear about what I'm saying here while Fiona
Great,
is.
great time to announce I'm moving back.
Oh,
Moving back.
She's going.
Time.
Oh, you got enough for
got
Michael and I.
To share?
Guys, one
Sorry,
for
Jack.
you, and
well,
one for you.
Is there one under my
I-
chair?
Leaving.
it's gonna be
That's
difficult
one
for
couple. I'm going.
me.
Goodbye.
Bye, Fiona.
Come with me. I'll pack
wait
you
for
in
the
your
vaccine,
luggage.
or are you going now?
Stay safe.
I'm going now. I packed my bags. I'm gone.
Put me in one of those kid
Okay.
leashes, and
Gotta
then like
go.
they
Yeah.
won't.
I'll be
they won't
honest.
ask
I
questions.
think they block because I have to renew
those,
my.
like,
I have
harnesses or
French
whatever?
citizenship. I have to renew my French citizenship, and I can't go to France to do it.
Do you have a triple citizenship?
Oh no, I have dual. I
Dual.
didn't get
You
my
don't have Italian?
because it's the same as it's like.
Oh,
why
yeah,
do I
the
need that?
EU,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
the EU. It's
Fiona,
the
are you wearing a
same.
Lego
Until
shirt right now?
Frexit.
I do. Yeah.
Look at you. Oh.
Hey, and it's space. She's
And it's
pandering.
space. Why is your camera
flipped?
flipped?
Why?
Is the shirt
Not.
flipped or is your camera flipped?
Both.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
she's wearing her shirt in reverse.
Oh.
She put it
she's
on
got that-
backwards today.
She's got that mirror lens on right now.
I'm mirroring it
No.
up. Whatever.
Anyway.
What's Ovon?
That Fiona,
Yeah.
that face and that whatever was 2021 so far.
Oh, it's Nova. Actually, this was a gift that I
know.
got.
Reversed.
It was a gift that I got from Juliette Cox. Shoes. It was custom shoes, and I thought it was a cool box.
Ooh.
It is a cool
It is
box.
a cool box.
It
yeah.
says Novo. It's Novo, but they actually put the O as an A, so it says Nova, but it's upside down, or not upside.
It's Ovan.
Mirrored.
It's mirrored.
Whatever.
I thought it was like a knockoff Avon. Maybe it was some,
What?
like-
What's even Avon?
Avon's a
Avon,
township
it's-
in Indiana.
Hate to
Also,
Spite
it's also a
you.
makeup company.
So you
That's
know
what
what
I'm
was
talking
funny?
about.
You know, it's funny. I was
Got
watching
a
like
pink Cadillac.
the Congress thing yesterday, and I was like, they were naming states, and then I was on the phone with my friend, and I was like, while it was happening, Delaware showed up, and I was like, isn't that a capital in Michigan? And it blew my mind that Delaware was a state, and
Yeah.
I got it mixed with Detroit.
Mm.
Which also
Um,
isn't the capital.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it not? I
No.
thought it
Detroit
was.
is Detroit is a state.
Detroit is a state?
He's
I
letting
don't
you
know.
he's
And
lying
so-
to you. He's
so it
lying
was
to you.
just
When
funny.
Jack has that exact tone.
It was just funny, all right? I was like, what? And then my friend was like, oh, you know, we actually talked about this like 2 months ago. We made like, so to me, like, I apparently already was told that Delaware was a state, but my mind didn't want to listen. And so
That
it
makes
was
sense.
still
That's true.
news to me that Delaware was a state. Even
Are
though
there
I
s-
think I was on there. It's
there
in
s-
there.
are there states in France, or is it like regions? How is the country split up?
Is it provinces?
And we've
Yeah,
lost
and
her.
she-
There's
she saw something
provinces.
shiny.
There's
How many
pro-
provinces
I
are
did
there?
see something shiny like a dog. I got distracted like an animal. No.
Ooh, what was that? Something moved in her peripheral.
How many provinces are there in France?
Oh God, those are questions.
15.
I mean, you're from there, so yes, it is a question.
Yeah, I mean,
She was a kid when she moved here. You can't
I
like.
was like,
She
well,
was
but I also
innocent,
no.
she there.
I don't have any excuses. That I just didn't listen in geography class.
I'm right there with you.
I was trying to help Fiona,
I
but you
fully-
know what?
I
You
know,
did
Trevor,
it.
you tried, but like honestly, like I was learning European history. I wasn't even learning American history.
I'm not.
That's why
mad.
I like
I'm
American
just
history. I have an
disappointed.
excuse. European history, I do not. I was
How
just
many-
bad at school.
There's
All right, how many-
22.
So you know how many states
Yeah.
there are, right? How many states in America?
States in 51.
Hmm.
Yikes.
Almost.
Almost.
Puerto
May- may-
Rico.
Maybe if DC becomes a state,
And,
or,
yeah,
or
and
Puerto Rico or Guam,
Got it. So 50.
It's 50.
there's 50.
Got it. Easy
Because
peasy.
we got who were the last two? Was it Hawaii and Alaska? Were they
Yeah.
the late entries?
Yeah, they're the last two. Okay, do you know how many
Certainly
stars are on the
Hawaii.
U.S. flag, Fiona?
50.
There you go.
One.
One.
51. Right? Wasn't there a whole thing about taking out one of the stars?
Yeah, if you look, there's actually a hole in each
Oh,
flag
God.
where
I
someone
don't
cut
know.
it out.
I don't
No.
know.
No,
I
you're
don't
right.
They got one of those
know.
little
I
like
was-
punch
there was
card things that
50.
makes
Here's
like
the
star
thing.
shapes.
Yeah.
and
Here's the
punch it
thing.
out.
I wasn't
I'm-
good
I'm
at
giving
the
you a hard time, Fiona.
history or the
Well, that's-
geography,
that's-
but I was good at math.
Okay.
And that's what I will say to that.
And math's universal.
And math's
Yeah.
universal. And also I was good because in Europe you actually get graded for sports. Like you actually had to like do sports. I was very good at that.
Well, what sports are you good at?
Well, good at a lot of
I'm not questioning. I'm just saying like what are your good sports?
I'm
I
good
should
at a
say.
lot of sports.
I
A
bet she
lot
was
of
good at.
them.
You. I don't know if maybe you don't. You sound like you're dodging the question. So I.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Did you
very
play basketball?
good. No, of course I played basketball. I
Yeah.
played volleyball.
I know you like basketball.
What about
so.
soccer?
Track.
You play soccer?
No, I didn't care for that just because the guys were assholes. And also I'm very not good with feet.
Oh,
You
like
did
Dex,
track.
like
Like-
roast them out, or you, or
No,
like
just like I wasn't
coordination?
good at like feet coordination. I was
Yeah.
never good at that. I was very good at I was very good with my hands, you know what I mean? But like
Oh, I don't understand it.
yeah, so I was just good at that more so than the feet
So would you do like
things.
fencing?
Ooh.
God, I would not do.
I guess there's
fencing.
footwork in that, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, that's a lot of footwork.
That's
What
a lot
about-
of
Sounds
footwork, dude.
crazy.
It
What
is
about
crazy.
boxing? You could do boxing.
I
Whoa,
could
that's
do
a lot of
boxing.
footwork.
I did
Yeah, start punching.
taekwondo.
I did
was
taekwondo.
a red
Okay.
belt. But then
Okay.
I
I got
up to red.
stopped. Yeah.
Same.
Fiona,
Matt,
if
Matt
we,
might have gotten a black belt. We can fight
That's
him.
true.
Ooh,
Ding!
Ding. But you know what we shouldn't do? We shouldn't fight the audience. That was Trevor.
that was my.
okay,
That was
I
my
was
ding.
very confused. I thought
was
someone was
me.
talking about Face the podcast.
Yeah. You know, as the first bell, you're watching this right now. You're a firstie. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Especially in this last year, 2020, real doo-doo year. Appreciate it. Thanks to you, we were able to keep making stuff like Dead Little Roosters, which comes out tomorrow. You know, and
I screamed. Why did I scream?
if you're watching this not live,
Fuck.
you can sign up. You can sign up if you're not signed up to the website, and you can chat. And you know, there's all lots of first exclusive stuff for you to enjoy. But that's it. Thanks.
Yeah.
I might have to make a
watch your
first peek now. Well,
profanity.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Where I asked for the bell because I couldn't do it, but now I can do it. Now I can make stuff happen. So maybe I can just make something, and then I'll be able to do it whenever I want. I could be like,
You can get some sound. You can get some samples in there, Michael.
Yo, what up, Firsty? I got wait, Firsty time. Are you thirsty for some firsties? Wait, ooh, I'm thirsty, let me quench it.
Oh, I hate this.
That was perfect. So right when he took a
I
drink.
did that. I did.
That was perfect.
you know,
Oh God. Anyway, yeah,
that's-
dude, I'm excited. We
that's
had a
that.
lot of cool content coming up this year. I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but apparently we're trying to launch like 12 podcasts this year, which is
Are you?
wild to me. I don't know, I'm
1200?
probably
launching them into space.
I'm not sure, but I've got a podcast that I'm working on right
Dude,
now.
I'm
that I'm excited. It's
I'm excited about
we're
that.
we're still working on exactly when it'll like the window it will release, but yeah, it's fun. I was happy. I finally like Eric and the producer and I sat down and I was like explained it, and he's like, "Sounds awesome, dude." And so anyway, I'm being more vague about it, but it's coming
That's
out.
awesome.
It'll be coming out pretty soon. Within
Yeah, like within
4
the next
months or
couple
so.
months or something like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that one. I think that one is just like
It's gonna be
good.
fun. It's gonna be fun. Like that, I met up with Jeff and we did like a distance coffee thing, and like we were
Mhm.
talking about like content and stuff, and like he's like, what do you want to make? I'm like, I'm not sure. He's like, you should do a podcast about something. Like he Jeff loves podcasts now, and he's like, you should do a podcast.
Yeah.
And he's like, find something like what's something you're passionate about, and then he started like he's like, what about a podcast on this? He's like, what about a podcast on that? And I'm like, oh shit. Like, could I do that? And he's like, yeah, man, you can do whatever you want. And so we started talking and just sort of figured it out. And I was like, okay. And then ran it up the flagpole, and we're making a podcast about the
Hell
subject
yeah.
that I'm being vague on. So,
I'm sure people could, they're guessing in the chat a little
well, I
bit.
mean, like, okay, I'm passionate about a few things. So, like, people have said, like, oh, it's a Lego podcast, it's a
At
space
this point,
podcast, it's a
just
theme
say
park
it.
podcast,
Just
and it's
say it.
something in
likes
there.
it.
At
He
this
likes
point,
we gotta
just go.
He likes
we got
it,
a
Fiona.
tease.
I
You
don't
don't have
know.
to, but
I don't. You don't have to.
you don't have to tease shit, Fiona. Who's the killer?
Who's the
Yep.
killer? Well,
It's Michael, right?
I got censored live on stream.
By a white man.
None other than Mikey Jones.
None other.
I
Yeah, you run. Bars in tone, quick. Speaking of teases, though, I got a little tease that I wanted, and it's not.
Uh-oh.
Mine's only like a week
little
out.
tease.
Mine's like a week out.
Week
I
out.
want to
The
premiere it.
teasers.
It's a project I've been working on with a couple community members, Sanja or Freak Wannabe, and as well as Jen and Pete Coomber from Pigeon Studios. You might know
What?
of those folks in the community.
okay.
But yeah, next Friday on the 15th, I'm premiering that special project. I think we're aiming for 10 a.m. Central Time. We're going to try to premiere that on RTTV, and then immediately following that, it will go up onto Achievement Hunter. But yeah, I tweeted a small tease of that on Twitter, and it's kind of connecting a few things that I've been wanting to do with the Red Web, and it's connecting a couple other things that you guys have expressed to us that you're interested in about Red Web. It's probably not exactly what you think, but it's, man, I I'm really excited because it's just like what Jack's podcast is going to do and what podcasts have done for us in general. It's just us continuing to push our boundaries and do really cool passion projects. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, and I'll tweet more about it as it comes. But should be fun. Should be fun. It's just one like single video project or whatever, and if it goes well, it's something that we can do for all the other podcasts and other IP that we have. So let us know when that comes out how you like it.
We got a lot of cool stuff coming out in 2021. I mean, obviously things are still rough due to COVID and like all of that, and still trying to figure out solutions to film productions and things. So, but
Trevor,
vaccines coming out right now. Some groups are getting it right now. Well, I mean, we're probably on target to get the first round in March, maybe. So we'll see. I mean, I imagine we'll be back in the office this year at some point, and so my dog is going to be so sad. Are you okay, Fiona? Are you breathing? You're breathing heavily.
I think that's Trevor. That's Trevor, and his camera overheated.
Oh, I had my finger on the mute button and I didn't mute.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I think it was turning back on, and it was the lens going.
No, I bought some compressed air to clean up some of my desk, and so what I was doing was holding it upside down to blast it with really cold air to cool it down quick. So I'm sure it's really not good for the camera, but hey, we're back, baby.
I thought that was Fiona doing heavy breathing because she's been drinking a lot, to be honest.
You heavy breathe when you drink?
I don't.
Well, when you do that thing where it's like you're trying to prevent yourself from throwing up, you're like...
I just keep swallowing like spit.
Vizzies,
yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what that spit is, Trevor? Do you know what that spit is? I found out. Like before you throw up, you start like getting a lot of spit in your mouth. You know what that is?
Mouth watering. Yeah.
Oh, it's urine.
It's your mouth literally protecting your teeth. Because when you throw up, you're throwing up bile and acid. So literally your mouth makes liquid to protect your teeth from getting like acid stuck on it.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy. It's also saying, here it comes.
Yep. It's a warning sign.
If you don't
flare.
know, let me tell you, vomit's coming.
Yep.
Hey.
Hello.
Ding dong.
It's you. Be careful.
Knock knock. We're coming. Vomit time.
See you
My
later.
gosh.
So answer me this question. I have a question for you, Fiona
Riddle him
and
this.
Michael. You guys are.
I'll be here if you need me.
I got some of the. I got some of the bitter from the poison. Okay.
He's eating the poison.
I've got the compressed air, and they add a bittering agent, and the problem is one of the ones that came in the pack like was busted and leaked the bittering agent all over these cans.
Ew.
So now it's like it's just in the when I use them, I just get it.
Are you sure you didn't just take a quick hit when the camera was
That's
off?
what
Oh God, no!
saying.
I would throw up if I had to huff anything. I'm a baby. Anyway, the question: there's Vizzy, there's Truly's, and there's White Claw now.
What's
I know
just
White
Truly?
Claw.
There's no S.
My apologies,
Yeah,
Mr.
I
Truly.
just wanted, I say the S a lot.
Yeah, Mike,
I say it a lot.
You are
there's
a yes
plural.
man.
There's more than one Truly in the world. Maybe that's what I'm going for.
If you're talking about multiples, you've probably had Trulies.
So here's what I'll say.
So hit me with that review.
So here's what I'll say.
please.
Let me talk about it because so Truly's my experience. This is my personal experience. So I started with White Claw.
It was your gateway to the seltzers.
A little virgin with White Claw. You know what I mean? And to me it was mango. Mango is the shit. It still is the shit. I love mango White Claw. Then I jumped into Truly's. Now, here's the thing with Truly's. I tried it with like the strawberry lemonade one, and it was good, but very sugary. It was very sweet.
Is it like artificial
no
sweetener or is it like
tartness.
actually sugar?
It's not sugar. It's
These are
not
like
sugar.
super
It's
low
not
cal, right?
sugar.
Yeah, there's similar calories and sugars, but she's right. There's something in it that's way sweeter.
It's way sweeter. And sometimes it was too much just because, you're drinking alcohol and when things are too sweet, sometimes you want to throw up. So
Sure, yeah.
that's my experience with Truly's. I don't mind it. I drink maybe one Truly's, but if I keep on drinking it, I'll kind of feel ill. With Vizzy, I feel like it is a middle ground where it is very sweet. You get different flavors. Where this one is black cherry lime. There's another one that's like pineapple mango. And then there's one that's like blueberry and strawberry. It's very good.
Those all sound like great combinations, actually.
I mean, they're great combinations, and it's like
and you're sponsored by them.
Yeah, I'm sponsored by
Fingers crossed.
listen,
We're not
hoping.
sponsored, but
I'm
we want to
hoping.
be.
But so the thing is with this one, it's a little less sweeter, I feel, from Truly's. But I think it's still somewhat similar. I feel like I can drink this and not feel sick. But I feel like White Claw's a good, like, anyone can like White Claw, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's like the tap water version.
It's the tap water. It's the
of what we
tap
got
water
here.
because I feel like anyone can, if you're trying to just, trying to drink and you're chilling with people and there's options, and you don't really know what you like yet, you would try White Claw first.
What I like
You
about
take a flight of White Claw to kind of get your toes
White
wet.
Claw.
You're just like
just to get your little toesies wet, and then you jump into the big boy things like Truly's.
What I like about it is with White Claw, I don't like seltzer water. I've never liked carbonated water. But
Sure.
I guess
it's blueberry and pomegranate. I am sorry, I mistaked that.
Forgiven.
It's not
just
strawberry.
Sorry. I like the fusion of the alcohol and the fruit flavoring, because like it's not even just the flavor, right? Lindsay drinks LaCroix. I hate LaCroix. Can't drink it. I just don't like it.
It tastes fine. I just can't finish one of those.
But White Claw, it doesn't bother me at all. The fizziness, it doesn't bother me. And the thing about it is the flavor, it's nice because it's just a hint. So if you like the flavor, because most people, back in the day when people were having get-togethers and whatnot, when White Claw blew up, everybody'd be bringing White Claw, and you don't know what people want, so you get the variety packs.
Right.
Sure.
So you get the ones you like, ooh, awesome, a mango, and it's good, but it's just the taste. So even if you get one you don't like, it's not overwhelming. There's no White Claw I won't drink, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I have preferences,
yes, exactly.
but
yes.
I don't care. I'll drink anything.
You're neutral on it.
It's a little neutral.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've yet to meet a person that goes, I won't drink that one. That's crazy. And you're right about Truly Lemonade.
Sweater.
You're right about Truly Lemonade, Fiona. But I just want to put this out there for people that may be listening to this. There's a difference between Truly and Truly Lemonade. Lemonade is the sweeter one, and you're right, because I've had lemonade and I thought, oh, this is the better one. It packs a punch. But you can't just sit around and drink 6 of them like you can with a regular.
Is it like Mike's Hard Lemonade?
No, it's not. That's real sugar. That's like awful. It's
even like the Smirnoff. It's like not as sugary.
There's something in it that makes it sweet, but it still doesn't. It's like, I think regular Truly is 1 gram and the lemonade is 2 grams. So it's like
here. Maybe it's like
slightly
aspartame
more
or something.
But it tastes like there's a lot. And I've come to find, if I want to have 2 or 3 or 6 or 9, lemonade's not for me because the sweetness really gets to you. So I like White Claw or I like regular Truly. That's usually where I exist. Now I haven't had what is that? What are you drinking?
Vizzy.
I haven't had
feel
Vizzy
like it's
yet,
a little
so I can't weigh in.
It's a little fancy. Like,
would I be allowed to have it?
I feel like you're absolutely allowed to have it. Yeah, absolutely. I just think that it was definitely made for the refined. Like they were marketing it to the refined. Like
here's
I feel
what I
like
think.
I crossed my legs. Like I feel refined drinking.
Here's what
Vizzy,
I think.
You know what I mean?
So there's a bit of class.
I think that's where White Claw started. But
and
then everyone infiltrated. Well, just everyone got it, and then all the classy people drinking White Claw, they were like, we gotta go somewhere else.
It got trashy because
people like me showed up.
It got trashy.
The New Jerseys, the New York, it got trashy. I'm sorry. It's fine though. It's still there for you to enjoy.
Yeah.
Michael, I think one thing that I regret is that we didn't discover hard seltzer in office together.
It was like the end. The first time I ever had it was at Jeremy's house. He was just having a couple people over, and the White Claw phenomenon was sweeping, and I'd heard of it, but I was like, oh, I hate seltzer. I'm not going to drink it. And everybody was drinking it. Gavin showed up. He pulled the thing out of his backpack.
Yeah.
Everybody had it, and I went, I guess I'll have one. And I went, I love this.
Yeah.
And that had to be January or
was...
February or something.
Was it January?
Well,
I think it was right before everything shut down.
It had to be right before the pandemic because we would have been slamming them at the office.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, because
it had to be
because we, Yeah,
Well, we
I
had
feel like
White Claw
we didn't have that much.
at the
Like,
summer thing at Vicious Summer, right?
Yeah.
Did
no,
we? I don't-
no,
That was
I
at
was
the-
drinking hard
No,
liquor.
those were
no, I
chicken
was
nuggets.
drinking hard liquor. No. Vicious Summer did not have hard seltzer because I was
It did
drinking hard
because the
liquor.
Cow Chop boys really wanted it, but there
It
wasn't
might have
enough.
not. It might
'Cause
have
was
not
at the-
gotten
it was
to
at
us
the
yet.
cusp at the
though.
beginning of it all.
Those
It might have not gotten to
guys-
us yet.
Can we talk about Vicious Summer real quick?
Monsters.
Because because a lot of things happened in those 4 hours, and I was drunk. I was getting wasted with Gavin.
were?
Gavin and we were drunk. Oh my god, Michael, I was wasted.
Do you have that clip before we as you get into this? I'm
Oh!
gonna prepare that clip. I'm
Oh,
gonna
the
send it to
clip?
broadcast.
Oh no.
All right. While you do
you
that,
keep
I'm gonna
going,
get
I'll
another
find it.
white. I'm gonna get another White Claw.
Where'd you post it,
Mikey's
Fee?
getting thirsty now.
Oh my god. There's a voice of God said something.
There's a clip. It's
Send it to Cody.
It's in Achievement. I think it's on camera.
On camera, probably.
I think it's there. But so Vicious
No.
Summer was wild because it was kind of
Yes.
I don't know what was going on. I think that was the first. Well, it wasn't the first time, but I was drunk, so I can't even
Let's
explain.
say I
myself.
don't know what's going on. It's like, well, yeah,
but-
because you were drunk.
But I couldn't even explain myself. But the thing was that like this was like the Rooster Teeth family, and I was getting introduced to the Rooster Teeth family.
Yeah, like the
And
broader
it was-
Let's Play groups.
Yeah, and it was right after work too. Like it was at 6 p.m. or 5
I
p.m.
thought it was
or
like
something.
during work. I don't remember.
No,
man.
I mean I feel like it was after work because I
No,
was
it had to be at least a
exhausted.
little later.
I
The sun
came
definitely
in-
set. Definitely.
I mean, I came in with my sweatpants. Like I was not on camera ready at all. I was just like, I'm here now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And yeah, I was introduced to all these personalities and all these people, and like that's when I met Iffy.
Yeah.
Like
He was
Iffy
there.
was Vicious Summer, he was there, and that's when I met the Cow Chop boys. And though, I mean, if you have like sugar, that's all I can explain. Just like hyper sugar.
Yeah.
Those were the
like
guys.
a kid at a birthday party.
Yeah, I was like, you guys are so much. That's crazy.
It was Jacob.
I love them both.
Who was
Yeah, they were
extraordinarily
amazing.
talented, but he is like his on-camera.
Sugar.
He is like
Sugar,
a lot of
and that's
energy,
all.
just-
Anytime they were talking to me, I
person.
was like, I was just like, you're just on a whole other. I love this, and so I was talking to them. I was getting drunk with Gabby. We were. I think I put too much. I don't know. It wasn't tequila. It was Jack. I put too much Jack, and it tasted horrible, but we drank it anyways. And then we jump into this lore of Michael with this blue face.
Well, it was
And-
pink.
God,
Yeah.
Lord.
And
And
yeah,
Like there's a
right,
lot
the
of thought
pink.
behind it.
No, this is
cinematic universe.
ingrained in the
cinematic
cinematic universe.
blue-niverse.
The
Lore.
thing about it, Jack, you
That-
don't know history is happening when it's happening.
That's
okay?
true.
Well,
Yeah.
right now we do. Anyway,
And I
Well,
was like,
Trevor,
sorry.
yeah,
You
I
brought
don't
it back.
know.
You brought it back,
we're
everybody.
talking about
Full circle.
Fiona drunk
Sorry,
blueface.
get me out of the way,
ruining
Fiona.
it.
I'm talking about the Blue Man Group. I'm talking about the rip-off Blue Man Group that happened
Yeah.
during Vicious Summer.
Knock
Okay,
off the real
the knockoff
like,
Blue Man Group.
like down the
And-
alley from the theater.
And
Yeah.
I feel like chat's not going to remember this at all. But there was a moment where Trevor is the host and he's introducing all these teams. And everyone's like, yeah, we're cool as shit. And he goes to the blue team and he's like, hey, do you guys have something to say? Gavin goes through the crowd, pushes everyone away to grab the microphone and say, Michael looks like he sucked off a Smurf or something, and then lets go of the mic. Trevor grabs it and says, "Oh yeah," because as the improv god himself, what Trevor is, says yes, and Michael then says, "I sucked the anus of a Smurf. It was very wet. It was a wet anus."
Because the paint was so wet. It was so
And
thick.
then Trevor, the poor man,
for faces.
the poor man had no idea how to respond.
It was a real.
Because
It was
there
a
was
real.
nothing
wow,
to
you're
say
a great
after that.
zombie. I like turtles. It was a real
there was
I like
nothing
turtles
to
moment.
say after that. You let it happen and you said, okay, and moved on.
And then he said,
Nothing else to say.
okay. And I think he turned back to the camera.
And he
Alright.
turned back to the next team because I screen recorded it because
Oh man. I don't know how
I
you
want it
have
on my
that,
phone.
dude.
I want it on my phone forever and ever because that was
Yeah.
the funniest moment. I think I watched that so many times I just laughed. I would just laugh. And then Michael throughout the event would be in dark corners of the studio looking at me with pasta, like not pasta, but it looked like a child who had pasta all over his mouth.
It was spreading outward too.
It was
I kept
spreading
adding more and
outward.
more.
He kept
Yeah.
adding more, and he put blue, and he'd be like in the back, in the
here
dark
it is.
corner.
Oh, hold
there
on.
it
You gotta
is.
play it with audio.
There it is. There needs to
on.
be audio.
You gotta play with audio.
Look at that.
Here, take
Why
it
is that
full
flip?
screen with audio. We'll back out, Cody, if you want to play it for us. We gotta immortalize this.
Immortalize it.
Oh, this was so funny to me.
Okay.
God,
It's my
take over the
favorite.
podcast.
what a
with it.
stream that was.
Take us over. Hit me with it,
Not
Goes
buying,
Cody.
away.
not buying them time. They're doing it.
A special
them time, give them time.
place.
I'm vamping.
But-
hit me with it.
But yeah, no, it's just Michael in dark corners. Michael in dark corners with the blue on his face. And I kept on laughing and I was crying at a point because it was so
At
funny.
one point, I think at one point you sent me a picture of
I
you
did because I
looking at
took
me
it
from
'cause I took
across
it.
the room.
Yeah, I took it, and it's just a pixelated because I had to zoom in. That's how
You look
far
like
you
on
were.
the other side of the studio.
Yeah, I had to zoom in and really get and you can sort of see it. You see like a shadow of blue. And I was laughing so much. I was like, Michael, don't fucking look at me. I'm gonna like cry. I have makeup on. I'm gonna start crying. And you kept on coming up to me with that blue face. And I was like, Michael, leave me alone. Don't look at me. There it is.
Oh, here we are.
I can't hear it. I
don't know if
can't
they're
hear
playing
it.
audio.
Look at Gavin. He's looking.
I feel like it started playing halfway through.
Gavin looks so lost. The poor man.
Nah, he knew what he was doing though.
Well, yeah, he's just always lost. It's somewhat, if worst case scenario, the VOD for Vicious Summer's somewhere, and a
It's
lovely
somewhere,
community
and it's
member
in the
will snip
beginning.
that out and put it
It's in
on
the
various
beginning.
social medias.
I
We'll
was,
retweet it or something.
Blue asshole face aside, I was looking pretty good back then. Just
You were getting
saying.
hench.
I'm just saying.
I mean, you were getting big at a point. At least, like, I was noticing it. So I thought that was like a special thing because I was noticing it.
Man.
Because like I didn't, I
For
didn't
you, it was
really
for you.
notice. I didn't really see you guys a lot. So when I was noticing, I was like, oh.
Do you
okay.
think?
that
Do
was
you
back in
think
the normal times.
if
I
we
don't know.
Couple four
did?
times.
I'm becoming friends with Austin FC, the new MLS team here in Austin. Like I'm talking to their social
Soccer?
team and stuff. Yeah, soccer. I mentioned like I got to actually go tour the stadium not too long ago, and I was
actually
talking
like
like
watching soccer. Sorry.
and they're talking about like
interrupted the white
they're
man.
part of the Austin community, so they want to do a.
Sorry.
I tried to
that
keep
she
going.
Kept
I
going
tried to
and
keep
kept
going.
saying it too. I loved it.
Anyway, they're trying to do like outreach and like charity stuff, and I was like, well, I work for a company. We do like this big internet convention over the summer, and it'd be kind of cool. What if we did like a charity match at the stadium and actually did like we had like internet
out.
people and like we did it for
No!
charity,
Dude,
and
that's
they're like
cool.
Jack!
they're like that
Jack!
sounds awesome, and I'm like,
Yes.
holy shit,
Wait, does it have to be
So-
soccer?
it's a soccer stadium, Fiona.
Yeah.
Rugby.
Yes,
Yeah,
it has to be
I think
soccer.
it
I
has
mean,
to
like,
That
I'll
is soccer
play.
field.
I'll
What if you played
play.
baseball? Is that allowed?
No.
Do you think?
Oh
do
my
you think
God.
people? Do you
I
think people
almost
would
killed
come out?
someone in
Wait,
baseball.
dodgeball.
Do you think people would come out and watch us play soccer at the stadium like during RTX?
Well,
it's gonna be the middle of July or
everyone-
whenever we
you
do
guys
it.
have so many fans. I mean, they've come out.
You
from
guys- Fiona, you're
Alaska.
part of the group.
You're here. You're part of the group.
People want to see you more than us.
Yeah.
Not in soccer, I'll tell you that right
Yeah,
now.
I don't think
that's
anyone looks at me and says,
Fiona.
"I want to see
That's a
Jack play
mistake.
soccer."
We're all sedentary.
Yeah,
You're
dude,
active.
I'll play some soccer. I'll kind of I'll dribble around.
So
Whoa. I like.
You know,
I
I'll
think,
do the little
I like.
kick. You can't see my kick, but
I think we can find
I
enough
can
people.
feel
Picture it.
If we did a
You
thing
can
where it
feel
was
the
like
force of the
it was
kicks,
like I don't know, like $20 or something or $40 to come in, but it's for charity.
Million.
Like
Make it $1 million.
I wonder if people would do that. I think it'd be fun.
I say, yeah. If that doesn't work out, let's do basketball.
Okay.
I
At the
think
soccer
that's
stadium.
fun.
Soccer stadium.
I love
Well,
that.
no,
Do we
because
have
you
to play
can find-
soccer?
you can find-
Yes.
well, soccer's wild. Like
We could do a
that's-
giant dodgeball.
Is
Or
soccer,
soccer
wild?
with
Soccer-
cars.
No,
Soccer's-
soccer is wild, dude. That's
Soccer's wild.
that's
And I'm
exhausting.
Italian, so I'll, you touch me, I'll get down to the ground.
She'll go down.
Down to the
Just
ground.
drop.
I
to the
go
ground.
drop.
I can do if we do soccer. I could start just gaining weight and be the goalie.
There you go.
I could just start putting on the
Be-
pounds.
you'd be
just to
Goldberg
get
back
a
there.
slight advantage. Just to get a little bit of an advantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can bring
understand.
back
I could,
Ref
like,
Larry
Instead
again.
of instead of
Jessica?
jumping and,
Shifty.
and diving, I would
Understandable.
I could throw a chin towards the one of the balls.
Zidane! Oh my
I think that'd be
god.
fun.
Sorry, chat's throwing me for a loop. You guys know
Uh-oh.
who Zidane is? That's
The head
fucking
butter?
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, the head butter.
You guys were
Dude,
were
that was
aware of that?
huge.
Yeah, we watched it.
Uh,
He got a red card in the World Cup. Come on now.
I love that that's something we share.
I like. She's like.
It's like Zidane.
Zidane.
Yeah.
Then.
This
Zidane.
man fully
Here's-
the Italian man. Well, because it was the match of the century, especially in my family, because my mother's French and my dad's Italian. So you
Uh-oh.
can imagine how it was. And so when Zidane gave that headbutt to that Italian man, because I think the Italian man was absolutely looking for it, like 100%. And I mean, it was revolutionary.
Well, if he's gonna go down by
It
getting
wa-
touched, he's like, I'm not just gonna.
And I think
touch
that
you,
was
I'm gonna, like,
it for
full-on
his
headbutt.
soccer career. Yeah, that was like done.
Yeah, it
And then
wasn't
there was
good.
music that came from it.
It was
What
big.
I want to do if we play soccer or football, as it's
Football.
known
Football.
throughout the world.
Football.
I just want to be the guy faking the injuries.
Well, you're
When
going to be the
people pretend to
Italian.
So you're
when
just
people
gonna
fly.
pretend to get hit
Italian.
and they go flying through the air.
You'll be
That's
the
fun.
Italian.
Just
Yeah.
everyone
Gavin
watch
showed
Ted
me a number
Lasso,
of
and then we'll
those.
go play soccer. It'll be a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
British and Italian players are the most dramatic.
It's
think-
very dramatic.
I think I
like
saw-
the English. Yeah.
I want to be on the. I just want to be on the field and like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
writhing
Yeah.
around. I want like a blood pack. I want to hit like a squib. I'm just writhing in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
I saw a clip
Um,
where like somebody got touched on the shoulder or something, or
Oh,
whatever, like a
yeah.
Vulcan
Oh,
nerve pinch looking thing,
yeah.
and then
Oh my
like a
God.
beat later, he goes, ugh,
Yeah.
and then it cuts to them on the
Yeah.
stretcher being carried out, and they're like,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
basically
yeah, no,
dead. I'm like,
fully.
come on.
Yeah, that was Dracul.
And then cool. And then when he got probably to the locker room, he probably got up and walked around and got himself an iced tea or something. It was like, I can't play anymore. I'm supposed to
Big
be
Ice Tea
dead.
fans. I'm supposed to be dead.
Yeah, dude, that's so
Well-
funny. Oh, it'll be a thing. If that happens, Jack, I'll be very excited.
All right, will you be
Are
on
you
my
a
team,
striker,
Fiona?
Yeah, I'll be the
Okay.
striker. I'll kick some balls.
Well, yeah, what would you
Dang.
play? I'm thinking I would play probably defense, just because like
Well-
I think I have strength just to boot it way the hell down the field.
I
Like
feel
I want to
like
do I don't want to
I'd
midfield
be-
because I don't have to run the whole freaking time. But I think defense would be the way to go for me.
I think you'd be good at defense.
Yeah.
I think like
I think
I think like I would want to be goalie just because I feel like I'd be good at that because of my skills with the hand gestures, and I would be able to.
You're gonna
catch
full
them.
send it and like
What would
dive.
be-
Yeah.
It's like I know exactly what she's saying with her hand gestures. She's a good goalie.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'd be able to throw it to you guys, like But I wouldn't, I'll chill as the striker. I'll be
What?
closer to the opposing goal
Jack,
and kick it in.
what would be the scope of players?
I mean, I would say, most of it's Human Hunter, and then like if we want to get like if he wants to come
Matt
in, if we,
Bragg?
it would be
Okay,
during
well,
RTX.
here's what I'm saying. Here's
It'd be
what
during
I'm saying.
RTX, so we could get like fun, we get the Funhouse
Well, how
crew,
many-
get kind of funny in there. I mean, whoever's
How many
willing to be a
players
part of it.
is
I
is
think
it generally?
eight, I think.
Yeah.
8
Oh,
on
no,
8?
is it eight?
Is
No.
Here's let me tell you
Or 10.
what would have to happen. When Jack said,
Hmm.
"Oh, I don't know if I'd want to run," we would need to.
I mean, so
11.
there's 11 players.
Hang
The
on.
soccer team is 11
11
players.
That's too many
players.
already. We would
That's too many. We
first,
have-
regardless of who wants to play what, who can run for 3 minutes without collapsing. You have to do that because most of us would not be able to accomplish that.
That's true.
That is what I'm
can-
saying.
Me?
There's no achievement hunter in general.
Oh,
like
right.
I can
Like,
do it. I've got
I know you
stamina
can.
now.
I'm saying you just said you wouldn't do that. You would have to do
Okay.
it. You would
All
have
right.
Yeah,
to.
you would have to be the one.
You would
Okay.
have to
I'll
volunteer
ta-
yourself as a man who
All
now
right.
jogs and runs.
I'll take midfield in. So midfield is the guy who goes literally from end to end. So yeah, I could do midfield.
Matt would run for 12 seconds and drop dead.
That would
and
I would
run
honestly
for
be worried.
30. I'd run for 30 seconds. I can't run.
I'll run really fast
We need
for a
to-
short amount of
we
time,
need to
and
find
then
the
Well, that's
I'm good.
striker then.
We
Fiona
need to
should be a
find
striker.
the
Yeah, I will
stamina
be striker.
people
That is
first.
confirmed.
Slowly fill out the
You said you want to be
team.
goalie. That's like the opposite
No,
of
I
striker.
won't be goalie. I won't be goalie. I'll let someone else.
Fine, I won't- I
Michael
won't
wants
do
to be.
it.
Michael wants to be goalie because he's gonna get real big. He said he's gonna get real big.
I mean, should we do team? Should it be Achievement Hunter versus another team, like another like all-star team?
Like
Should-
who? What? Like a professional?
I mean, when I say all,
soccer
no,
team?
no, Jesus Christ! I want to say all-star. I mean like a mix of different people, not just like one group.
Well,
Like,
Funhouse is like 5 now, so I think like you need to like grab.
well, they got
some
Charlotte
more
and Patrick
people.
now. Then you got the Willems.
We need
yeah,
to
but that's-
grab. If the team is 11 people,
Yes, Satan.
what the fuck? What is that?
I'm getting big to be the goalie.
I say,
Trevor's
listen,
got
if you need
Trevor's
11
huffing
just in
more.
time
He's
that
huffing
they
more
showed it.
can. Stop, Trevor.
No,
Oh.
I'm not huffing nothing.
Stop huffing can.
No, I'm.
Anyway,
Focus now.
I'd be midfield. I could do midfield. I think probably Trevor and Alfredo could probably do midfield because they're in pretty good shape, right? Like you guys, I feel like you're pretty
For
good.
July in Texas.
Gavin,
In
I think
July?
Gavin could probably be a striker. I bet
I will
Gavin could
tell
do
you,
it.
Absolutely
Gavin's-
not. The man, no.
What?
Have you seen him?
Yeah, I mean, look at him.
You think Jeremy? Oh, you think Jeremy would be a striker then? Who? Like we have two strikers, right?
I would
2,
fully
3,
think
2.
Jeremy is more of a striker than
I'll tell you
Gavin.
this.
Gavin
Okay.
is
He
going
is.
to die on the field.
Also,
Really?
Jeremy's
He's,
Yeah.
he's English though. That's like in his blood.
want
like,
me
you
to
think
call him?
he would go on the pitch
Jeremy's-
and immediately be
That's
like,
not how
I know
sports
this.
work, I'm sorry.
That is.
Jeremy's
It is.
head better be hitting balls. I want that bald head whacking soccer balls, like just everywhere. That's gonna look so good.
It's so funny.
Oh, boy.
I'm about to call Gavin because I want
Okay.
him to know.
Well, we
Yeah,
should
but-
wrap it there.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna call Gavin, but
Call him for the
funny
post show.
The funny thing is that I put a note. I put a note on
Uh-huh.
Gavin's contact saying he needs a haircut. Like a
Ah.
Why
Why?
did I write that? When did I
don't
write
know.
that? Weird.
I like that you
I don't
black
know.
out and then
Weird. Why
react
did
to
I-
your own things.
That's so crazy.
He's not
Oh.
answering, Fiona. Why isn't he
No,
answering?
Why? What is he busy?
Wait,
He's
Uh,
busy.
Hold on.
you should
number.
hang up before it starts saying the number out loud.
Fake.
That
Fake
would have
news. He's not
been
busy.
bad.
Oh my
The
god.
number you're trying
Anyway,
to
Fake
reach.
news.
555.
they're
Fake
getting.
news.
Someone
Trevor,
says
stop!
they're getting winded
It's
naming
not
the
5555555.
positions.
Are you crazy?
Great. You've ruined it.
999.
Cut that.
It's not 5555555.
Cut that.
Greg Miller and Andy Cortez for the West Coast team. Okay, I see that. I see
Andy
that.
Cortez?
Someone,
Andy Cortez could do some work.
Let's
I think.
do it. Let's
Someone
fucking
said-
do it.
Someone said we have Garbot. That is our chat bot. That's cool. Someone said
Yeah.
AH versus Smosh. Obviously, we have a bunch of people we'd want to get, but having Smosh come by
But
would be
what
cool.
would
That'd be
Iffy?
fun.
What team
That's
would
the
Iffy
thing,
be
we'd have
on?
to fight
That's
over
the
Iffy.
drama. That's
the
the
drama.
drama.
He'd be
hook.
part time. He would be
That's
like
the
half
drama
us, and then
hook.
like he would play for different sides. 'cause
No, Jack.
he's only a
No.
part timer.
No.
Here's
Jack.
what we do. He plays for us, and then he sabotages. Yeah.
All right.
You missed part of it.
Anyway, stay safe,
we-
everyone. Be careful out there.
Wait,
Wanna
it's
do here?
done?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
kind of
4:30.
we got our
What
rappy
time
dappy
is
do.
it?
It's 4:30. We got
4:30.
the
I just
About
said that.
time
Next
to hit
show.
the
Trevor's
man.
camera's gonna
trail.
die.
Yeah, it's gonna die again in the post show. I'll see you
Weird.
we're
there.
going into
Weird.
post team does stuff.
That's true. They're gonna do some
Yeah.
things.
We now segue ourselves. We're our own lead in, right? We've got our Thursday stream. We
My own
lead in
best
the
friend.
off topic, and then we hand it off to the post team does stuff. So it's just
Iffy needs to be
just
the rep. Oh my
a-
god, I got Gavin.
No biases.
Wait, is Gavin calling?
Gavin, I'm on off topic. I'm drunk. Okay, hear me out. Hear me
Hey,
out.
Gavin.
So everyone's
can't hear
saying
us.
hi.
Can't
Everyone's
hear
saying
you.
hi. He can't hear. Yeah.
She's got
He
headphones
said
on.
hi. He said hi.
yeah,
So
we can hear him.
Jack is saying that we're gonna do a soccer team, right? And he said you were gonna be a striker, and I was like, that's insane. What position do you think you'd be?
I'd be goalie.
He says goal.
Oh,
He would be
Michael
like
wants to be
Gumby.
goalie.
It would be
That's
like
crazy.
Gumby for goalie.
So-
Are you kidding me? He
So
would be
Trevor said you'll be Gumpy for goal.
Gumby. He'll be able to
Gumby.
bend into all these
I don't know
shapes
what-
and block the ball.
I think
Um,
Trevor's being an idiot right
Trevor, he says Trevor's being an idiot right now.
I will slap him in the teeth.
We can hear
He
him.
said, "Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
we can
I'm
hear
just
him. He can't
repeating-
hear us though.
They're complaining that I'm repeating what you
Tell
said.
him Michael wants to be goalie.
I
He
can
said-
share.
so
we
Michael
both
wants
be
to be
goalie?
goalie. Gavin,
We can both be
How
goalie.
how do you feel?
22
We can
person
both be
teams.
goalie.
Maybe I could be a defender, and then I could be near my boy,
Uh,
but
right.
doing a bit of work. in
Yeah,
front
yeah,
of him.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. So
And we
you
can
can-
swap.
so
Tell him
we'll
we can
be
swap
defense.
whenever we feel like it.
Michael
we'll
said
swap.
you
We'll
will.
share.
You guys will swap.
I mean, Michael and Chung Chua on defense.
So,
yeah.
Doesn't make any sense, really.
It makes absolutely no
It
sense.
makes
but
perfect sense.
it's
I'll look
fine.
at him and then I'll go switch out and he'll run into the goal and I'll run back to him.
Do you hear that?
Gavin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Michael boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
great.
hear
So I
you.
was saying we can swap. We're like, I'll be goalie, and then maybe 5 minutes go by, and you say, now I want to be goalie. And I'll go, okay. And then I'll run out to where you are. And then also Fiona can be
you
somewhere
just have to
nearby.
Throw me the gloves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No problem.
And the jersey. You got to get the crazy jersey.
It'll be Chung Shua plus me, whatever that's called. I'll just kind of be standing there.
Yeah.
Chung Shua and boy.
Crybaby crew. Crybaby crew.
Is that what it is? Is that what it
That's
is?
that's what it is. That's what
Oh,
it is.
okay.
It's confirmed. It's
I
confirmed.
have to go. I'm in the middle of F word.
Okay, yeah, goodbye.
In the middle
Oh,
Bye.
he's doing face.
he's on face. Oh,
Yeah.
That's my favorite
There
show.
you go.
Good.
Worked
All
out.
right, all right, Gavin.
Wow,
okay,
what a
Chung
good
Chua,
collab that just was.
That was
Chung
weird. I
Shua.
had to do this.
Crossover. Yeah, but
Chung
it
Chua and
worked like a
Michael for
charm.
defense. I'll take midfield / striker. Jeremy at striker. Trevor Alfredo midfield strikers.
I'll be bench.
Matt
we
is
put-
water boy.
And Trevor and Alfredo both have the same numbers.
Can we have a twin? Like
But they're
can
both-
we
they're
have
both
a,
half.
the
They're both
two
half.
neck
Oh,
shirt that we have to share,
Mm.
Possibly.
so that way
Yes.
we can be one
What?
player.
the
Oh,
friendship
oh,
shirt.
right.
Seems like
okay,
more
That's it.
work.
That's what it is.
But yep.
Right.
All right.
Weird.
well, thanks,
I
everybody.
love that. Crybaby
All right.
crew.
Crybaby crew.
Oh, well, that sounds like edging. Because of the,
Now
because
that
of the
is
older
edging.
man voice, it
I hate
sounds
this
like
so much.
edging.
It's happening! It's happening!
So you